Hey everybody, today we're going to be covering how you can make $100,000 your very first year as a real estate agent. My name is John Kinnanen and I'm a licensed real estate agent in the state of Florida and in the state of Michigan as well. I'm always releasing new videos on how to grow your real estate business. If you're new to this channel and haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button, hit the little bell icon so that you're notified every time I release a new video. If you have any comments or questions, go ahead and put them below. I'll circle back around and answer them as quickly as I can. For a quicker response, find me on social media, shoot me a quick text on there. Now, it's 11 o'clock at night and I haven't made a video in a while for you guys, so I decided to make a video. I just got done showing condos tonight, wrote an offer. Hopefully it gets accepted. It's a hot market right now and things are crazy. So I do have some notes down here that I'm going to be looking at just to make sure I hit all the points. When I first got into real estate, I had a little bit of an advantage. I had already owned a business for multiple years before that, and I understood marketing. Marketing is everything in this business, basically. So when I came into this market, I already had a good understanding. I had a little bit of an advantage, like I said. Once I got my real estate license, I joined a brokerage, as everybody does. Didn't really do my research like I should have done. Anyways, I went to this brokerage. We had a little 3-week class. I was sitting next to a gentleman. He had been in the industry for 20 plus years. And his thing, it was kind of cool that I was sitting next to him because him and I kind of spoke the same language about marketing and about SEO and about lead generating. And so it was kind of cool to sit next to him, and I asked him, you know, what he would do if he was just starting all over. And he said he would buy leads from this big company that he was currently buying leads from. And I thought, okay, that makes sense. I need leads. Here we go. So I started paying $1,200 a month to this big company. And I was getting leads. I ended up doubling my money in 6 months. I gave it 6 months. It was okay. It wasn't super great. So I stopped doing that. I wouldn't suggest doing that to anybody. But everybody's going to be different, and everybody's market's going to be different. Let me just reiterate that. Your market is going to be different than my market, so you're going to have to figure out what exactly works for you. I'm going to tell you what works for me. And hopefully maybe you can take some of these same things and make them work for you. One thing that I know is going to work for you is your sphere of influence. It works for everybody. You want to get your name out there, and the best way to do that, easiest way to do that, is through social media. Make social media posts about how you are in real estate, how you are out showing homes. Even if you're not showing homes that night, be like, oh man, this would be a great night to be out showing homes. It is a great night to be out showing homes, because you're not lying. It really would be a great night to be out showing homes, right? Every night is a great night to be showing homes. So that way, when people go to purchase a home, they think of you. They're like, oh man, that's right. John's a real estate agent now. I got to call him, right? So that helps. Social media, your sphere of influence. Another thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to work hard. You're going to have to put in the time. It's not going to be easy. This is a belly-to-belly sport, and you're going to have to get out there. You're going to have to make connections. You're going to have to meet people. That's another thing you're going to want to do, is build relationships with local builders. If they have spec houses or new developments in the area, drop by donuts. Maybe once a week. Maybe just stop by, say hi, see how things are going. Get to build a little bit of a relationship with them, because maybe they can't represent both sides there, and they have to you know, be like, hey, John's a good guy. He's out there hustling. I like him. He's in here. He's personable. You know, go with John. You know, let him represent you. He's a great real estate agent. Great guy. Maybe they end up not purchasing a home at their development, and they're like, oh, do you know anybody that maybe we should use since we're going to go someplace else? I mean, I'm sure they're not going to be happy about that, but at least maybe they'll be like, yeah, go with John. He's a great guy. You know, build that relationship with people. Another thing you want to do is you're going to want to find some top producing real estate agents. You're going to want to figure out what kind of marketing is working for them. I'm a huge believer in that. You know, you study someone else, figure out what's working for them. Doesn't matter what kind of business you're in. This works in every business. Find the top dogs, figure out what kind of marketing they're doing, and rip off and repeat, basically, in your market. So it's going to take you maybe an hour or two to figure out what's working for them. Maybe even call an agent on their team or call them personally and see if what kind of information you can get on them, what works for them. If you're with EXP, go on Workplace Chat, reach out to them that way, schedule some time with them, and I'm sure they'll help you out. Now, another thing you're going to want to do, like I said, is find a top producing agent, but I'm going to give you a little story on how I did this. Happened to be a top producing real estate agent back when I lived in Michigan. He would sell over 100 homes a year. Ends up, he was a friend of mine. It was his buddy from high school. So I reached out to him, got his phone number. Hey, I know so-and-so. Said, you'd be great. So we scheduled lunch. I went there. I remember going there. I was so happy because I was like, oh, finally I'm going to get to work with somebody that's going to teach me what to do. This is going to be great. We ended up having lunch, and he pointed me in the direction of EXP, even though he wasn't with EXP. He said, you want training? You want to be licensed in multiple states? They have one cap, one set of fees, even if you're licensed in 2 states. He was like, go with them. So I left there a little confused, but I'm happy that he did point me in that direction. He ended up joining the same brokerage in like a year and a half later. Still friends with them, still reach out to him every now and again. But one thing that he suggested doing was getting a dialer. And I didn't understand what that is, but look into Vulcan 7 or Mojo. Those are 2 of the top dialers. You pay for it. It's a service. It has all the expireds and all the for sale by owners. You're going to be what you call smiling and dialing. Every day you're going to want to set aside a time. You're going to want to time block every day, help you keep on track. It was huge for me because I got ADD and I'm always all over the place, right? Time blocking is huge. Set aside time for prospecting every day. How a lot of the top producing agents are, they dial from 8 to 11 o'clock every day, every morning, and that's how they generate a lot of their leads. I did that. I started doing that within the first 2 days. I had a listing appointment, and that was huge. That was huge for me. But you're going to want to figure out what works for you. That was one thing that worked really well for me, was calling for sale by owners and expired. You're going to want to get a script that works for you, and you're going to want to role play with people. With my company, there's a conference number that you can call in to, and you can practice every morning at 7:30 in the morning before you start dialing at 8. There's groups to get into that kind of do it together. Commitment to capping, I think, is one of them. And you're just going to want to practice and really get into it. You're going to want to look into digital marketing. Digital marketing is huge, especially in today's age, because it's so cheap compared to print ads, and it works better in my opinion. There is farming. You can farm a neighborhood, but that's going to cost a lot of money, and that's going to take probably 6 months to a year before you start seeing anything. I hear it pays off. I don't do farming, but that's one thing. What worked for me was sphere of influence. I did buy leads my first year. Don't suggest doing that. For sale by owners, expireds, sphere of influence, and digital marketing. 3 things that work for me in my area. A lot of real estate agents, they make what, $35,000 a year. I made $100,000 my very first year. Okay, that's a big difference. But a lot of it had to do with how hard I was willing to work. Like, I will outwork you. I will work harder, I will work longer. I might not be the smartest, might not be the best looking person, but I am going to outwork you. I'm going to put in more work than you are. And that's just how I am, because I know that, okay? I know it's going to take a lot of work. I know this is going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. Anybody out there that says this is going to be easy, they're lying to you. There is no magic pill. There is nothing. It's just going to take hard work, and you're going to have to figure out what works for you. You're going to want to have 2 to 3 lead sources your very first year, and you're going to want to build on that. Some people have 20 plus lead sources, but they've been in the business a little while. They have systems, processes, and they have a coach, okay? That's one thing you're going to want to get also, is a coach. Coach is going to help you get to where you want to be a lot faster. And with that being said, guys, I hope you guys have an awesome day. Make sure you guys sell a lot of homes this week, and if you guys have any questions, make sure you reach out to me morning, noon, or night, and I'll get back to you as soon as I get up if it's in the middle of the night. Talk to you guys later. Bye.